Watch this video to learn how you can source for quality food items, groceries from China, either for commercial purpose or for your personal use. So you go to 1688 here. Now you have to use your search bar, right? So anything you want to search at all for, make sure that you use the search bar. So let's assume that we want to source for noodles. Then okay, so I come here, I type noodles. Now you can see that all manner and shapes and types of noodles have appeared, right? You know, Asian, they have a lot of noodles, different type, different shapes, different orishi when it comes to noodles, because they are the king of noodles, right? So now if you're sourcing for noodles, you have to be very specific on the type you're sourcing, right? They have different types of noodles, so you have to be very specific. You need to know the type you're sourcing. If you're sourcing to sell, then you need to know the type that you're going to bring. Are you bringing a particular one, or you're bringing variety so that people can choose? But if you are sourcing for personal use, you can actually source for few different types to try out the one that suits you, right? So let's just assume that we want to source for this. Okay, we can see that these particular noodles have varieties, just like our normal noodles that have onions, chicken and all that, and jollof, plenty things, right? So please, when you're sourcing for food items, groceries, endeavor to read everything. It is very important. Remember that these are the things you're putting in your tummy, right? So you need to understand what you're sourcing. So here they say South Korea imported 3 turkey, blah blah blah, chicken, you know. So now I have already shown you guys how to check if something is worth buying. Now you can see 100,000 bags sold. That means people are actually buying this. That means this is very okay, right? So what you do here is you go down as usual. You go down. Now here I want to teach you people something. These product attributes, remember that here they said South Korea, right? So if you want to find out if it's actually South Korea that they imported, remember that China and South Korea are close, so it's very possible a lot of things that are sold here are gotten from South Korea as well, Vietnam and all of that. They are brothers and sisters. So now you go to this place, product attributes. In this product attributes, you will check whether to import is, that is yes, country, region of origin, South Korea. So that means of a truth this was imported for South Korea. So those of you that love Korean noodles, you can now get this, right? So you go to the product review. Remember what I told you about product review? You read everything. Not necessarily that you read this one is 1300 plus, but at least you read to some certain extent, right? You read the good, the bad, the ugly, just go through. Then now when you're buying food items, groceries, please make sure that the repurchase rate is not lower than 45%, because it shouldn't be negotiable. Make sure that it is not lower than 45%, should be the least that you can settle for. Remember, these are food items, things that we use, right? So now you can see here we have quality reach 100%, 48 hours concession. Then here we have 71% repurchase rate, right? But now there's another way that you can actually find out this thing easy. So you go here, you click on this 4-star supply clinical, you click there, then you come this way. This is where you're going to see anything you want about the business. Deliver, it is good, word of mouth, blah blah blah. Okay, so now you can see quality reach 99.9%, quality perfect rate, trademark registration. So if you want to even go ahead to check their certificate, you click on this trademark registration certificate, blah blah blah, all those things, right? So now you're going to see a lot of things. You see, store returning rate, that is the rate of people that are coming back after their first purchase. People that are saying, oh, I love that noodles, let me go back to that seller know what's up, the products they sell are very good. So these are the percentage. Now you come here, you will check instant retail buyer, people that are buying for immediate consumption, domestic e-commerce, people within China that are buying for resell, enterprise purchase, still resell, cross-border, people that are buying outside China, right? Then these 12% orders, I still count it as people that are still buying outside China. Do you understand? So this is where you read anything you want. Then you go down, you can see settled in 11 years. Settled in 11 years, that means that is when this person came on 1688. So now if you want to check details of the product, you see product specification, everything here, you just check and all. Then if you want to say, okay, let me still check on what this seller has, other products, you can equally come down here, right? You can come down here and say, okay, let me check what the client sorry, what the seller has. Or you can still click here and go to their shop and check. So these are all the products they have when it comes to food. Yeah, they sell a lot of things. They even have biscuits, wafers, they have a lot of things, Pringles, cheese, chocolates. So now we've seen how to source for noodles. It's applicable to how you source for other things, but we'll still try other products. So let's assume that this one now I've covered for all the noodles. And for those of you that want to source for ramen is still Chinese noodles, right? You just type, it's still Chinese noodles, ramen is Chinese noodles, so you just type. So for ramen, you can see most of the ramen we eat here, they come plain. So you prepare it as pepper soup, jollof, whatever. So you can decide to buy plain ramen, you can decide to buy the ones that came with spices and all, right? But the ones we've been seeing in Nigeria here are plain, then they prepare it by themselves. So all these are ramen. Remember to read everything like I told you. Remember to check everything. This seller has 34% return rates. Like I told you, do not settle. You move to the next. So you check everything, right? So now let's search for pasta. Let's see. Good. Yeah, I've tried Chinese pasta. I've bought a lot of things. I've tried Chinese pasta, and trust me, their pasta are so good. Right, so you check for pasta in case you want to try how their spaghetti, their macaroni, whatever tastes like. You check. So you check their pasta. Let's assume this is one of their best products. Free shipping, blah blah blah. Macaroni, low fat pasta. Most of their pastas are always low fat. Low fat. You always see low fat. So even their noodles, most of their noodles are low fat. Now you see 1,000 plus sold, right? Okay. Good. So let's check here. Now we can see the repurchase rate is 74%. Store positive review rate 90.6. You just check. And also remember to read ingredients. Very 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 important. Please, for ingredients, always make sure that you screenshot, then you take it to your translator and translate, so that you understand the things that were used to make the spaghetti or whatever food item you're buying, right? And their percentages, in case if there's anyone that you react to or you don't like. So you check everything, then you still go down and check other products that the seller has, right? So now we've seen how to search for pastas, right? They have a lot. These people, they love pasta so much. Now here, this is what I'm looking for. They have black pasta, they have purple, they have a lot of things. You can see low fat, right? Just like that black rice and red rice that I bought. So they have a lot of food, and their foods are very very good. Yeah. So these are, you search for pastas, you just choose and select, and that is it. So now let's search for tuna. I know most of us know what tuna is. Tuna is canned fish, right? So let's go with this. Let's assume we want to buy tuna. Always read this one today. Say South Korea Sajo canned yellow tuna, blah blah blah. You also check. Now, product attributes, whether to import, yes. Country of origin, South Korea. So of a true is from South Korea, right? So you come here, the repurchase rate is 49%. So remember everything I taught you on how to check, right? So tuna, you get. Please, now let me teach you something very important when you're buying food items or groceries. So let's assume you want to buy this one, this sesame oil soap canned tuna. So when we check for quantity, especially if you're buying to sell, because I've seen people selling Asian foods. Yes, I've seen some girls on TikTok selling Korean noodles, Korean groceries and all. I've also seen two other girls, I think, selling one is selling Japanese, one is selling Chinese, but I've seen Korean, two girls selling Korean, then I've seen one Japanese, one Chinese. So imported food or imported groceries have been in existence right from when we were small. Those days our parents would take us to Leventis, to UTC, what do they call it, and we'll go and buy imported butter, imported this one, imported that one. You get? So it's not a new business. It have been there and it's very lucrative. People are still doing it. This is something that you can start from the comfort of your home. So you can start small. That is the good thing about this one. Now you can start small and grow, right? So this one, you always check for the MOQ, 2 boxes. Okay, so now for food items, always chat supplier to know the expiring date. It is very important, very very important. Chat the supplier, ask for expiring date. You know, you have to do it. You can, if you think expiry date is a big English, you can also ask shelf life for this tuna. So whichever one, so that you'll be able to understand what you're saying, right? So always ask, whatever you're buying, please ask for expiry dates, right? Though I've not, all the groceries and food items I've not bought expired ones, because I always ask, right? I always ask, and I always ask the one that will last until it until it reaches Nigeria. So always ask, please. Chat them. Once you see what you like, slide into their DM and chat them. Then here for product information, you can actually read the ingredients here written in English. So these are the ingredients: garlic, pepper, ginger, salt, cornstarch, blah blah blah, you know. So this is how you search. So let's search another one. Let's search for cornflakes. And guys, there's another thing I want to tell you, that our products, like the products we use, all these our Nestle products, every country have their own type of Nestle. It's the same company but different packaging and different quality. So if you test their own, if you buy better one, you will know that we are drinking nonsense or we are eating nonsense, right? So they have quality ones. So all these are cornflakes. If you still want that one, this one that is unbranded, they have unbranded too. If you have plenty children or you love cornflakes so much and you want to buy it at affordable rates, they have unbranded, right? But if you want to buy branded, they have branded as well. So cornflakes, the same thing. You still need to find out the same thing. You check everything, do your due diligence, ask for expiring dates, and so let's search for oats, for cooker oats. You will see a lot of oats. The network, sorry please. A lot of oats. So they have a lot of oats. You're going to see a lot rolled up, Kiniko, blah blah blah, 1973, St. Vincent. When I wanted to buy oat, I seen in my tire. So you're going to see different species of oats. Remember what I said. And these oats, do you want them in can, in tins? You want them in plastic? You want them in sachet? You want them in any type of packaging is available. So still the same thing. This is 1 kg. You can see the prices, right? You can see the quantity. This one you can buy from one. So if you're reselling, you see it, you calculate what's up. Remember that another thing you should take note is that when you're shipping this, please use sea shipping, because food items or groceries are heavy. Unless you're doing for testing, maybe you want to start the business and you want to because you definitely need to test what you're selling. You need to know so that you can give review, talk about it, market it. So you fly your samples, fly your samples. But if you're selling some, if you want to start selling things like ramen, noodles, you can actually fly those ones. But if it's things like this, you're going to ship them. Unless if you fly them, you still make your profit, then you can fly them, right? So let's search for cheese. Yeah, so all these are their cheese. For cheese, you fly cheese so that it will not melt before it will get to Nigeria in 3 or 2 months time. So all these are their type of cheese. So remember to ask questions, please. Remember to ask expiring date. Remember to ask expiring date. Remember to ask for the quality. Very important. Right. Oh, you ask necessary questions. Necessary questions, please. So what else? What else are we going to search? So let's search for biscuits or cookies. Yep. Oh, guys, you see? Oh my god. You see their biscuits, their cookies. I don't want to remember what I don't forget. I won't, any this thing I do, I won't be missing this thing for anything. I must add biscuit or cookies, because tell me why I shouldn't. So remember to ask, slide in, ask for expiring dates. If you are reselling and their cookies are good though, imagine you start a cookie business you can even repackage. You can buy in cartons, repackage, and be selling online to mommies that have kids. Early morning when you wake up to make something, you will still put snacks that they used to eat in between, right? So remember, imagine selling healthy things like this. You can actually buy, because they have the ones they sell in bags, unbranded or branded. You can actually get them, get beautiful packaging, all this beautiful nylon. You see, like this one now, you can decide to rebrand it and be selling your thing. You get, if you don't want anybody to steal your business and know that, okay, let me to go import it, so this is what she used to sell, you can actually do it. You get, they have a lot. So all these things, you can package them, put your own logo, and start selling online. Sell to mommies, people that have children, they will definitely buy. See, I've tested their cookies and biscuits, and I tell you, people will love it. And they also have, like this one I got for my dad, for diabetic patients, something like this, but not the soda cracker, normal cracker that wasn't made with soda. He loved it, right? So they also have healthy snacks. They also have sweet mouth snacks. So whichever one. Remember to ask questions. Remember to check everything. Check repurchase rate, check everything. And so what else are we going to search for? Okay, let's search for cookies. So still biscuits will come out though. We still the same thing. Now you see things like this, you can actually buy things like this and rebrand it, and rebrand it. You might not necessarily change the plastic, but this label, you can actually change it, put your own label and start selling your thing. Do you get? uh, yeah. Now let's go for what else. So in case you want to buy, they have basmati rice. So whether rice or basmati rice, this is another one that I'm yet to try, but I've sworn to buy a 25 kg of basmati. Yeah, in my next sea shipping I'm going to get it. You can actually get this and use. If you want in branded, they have. If you want in normal sack like this, they also have. So always check for price. One piece, that is one bag, right? So Pakistani long green. So you're going to see a lot. Australian, Kiniko, Germany, blah blah blah. You're going to see a lot of a different type of rice. So if you want to test, you can even get small kg. You can get small ones like this. Using network, sorry. Oh, let me use another one. I think network is bad. Anyway, you can use small ones like this, right? And do your testing. So if you want to, okay, so let's try. What else are we going to search for? Let's search for cooking oil. Let's search for cooking oil. I know most of you have seen all those people that are doing pre-order for cooking oil, olive oil, blah blah blah, corn oil, sesame and all that. So now here they buy from sunflower, you know. So you remember, this is the same thing. It's the same thing. Asking for, now for this cooking oil, always find out if it's edible one or food grade. So that you're not gonna buy the one that was meant for skincare products or other ones. So you ask, you check everything, checkable, and buy. Always ask for, always do your due diligence. So cooking oil, now you can see that you can search for all of this, search for whatever you want. Then what else? Well, okay, let me show you chocolates. Yeah, this is another thing that I've bought and enjoyed. So now if you want to start this kind of business, see this one. Now you can actually buy something like this and and repack it, make your money. You get 2 kids, and their mom will be so excited to buy them Chinese chocolates or Russian chocolates, right? So if you want to check other products that this seller has, you go down, you check. What else? So milk, still the same. They have a lot of milk, different type. They have panda, they have camel, they have sheep, they have goats, they have normal cow, they have a lot different type of milk. So you check, there's nothing that you won't be able to buy. So you check for everything, guys. You can see. So check for milk. You do you want condensed? Do you want it powder? Do you want it what's the liquid, the normal thin one that we normally buy? You go, you check. There's see, let me show you something. If you want wine, these people have good wines. I bought for somebody. See their wines. Have you seen their wines? Whether you want whiskey, brandy, you want vodka, you want whatever it is here, you buy. You buy it. You want Irish cream, you see it here. They have a lot of things. Whew. So there's nothing that you won't see here. Always read though. Ask for expiring dates, ask for everything. And there's something I want to tell you. Before you import this, always ask your shipping company if they can actually convey this thing, food items for you, right? If they have the capacity. When I mean capacity, I'm not talking about strength. I'm talking about their NAFDAC and certification capacity. Yes. So always ask them. There are shipping companies that will say, no, we don't do it, we don't have that certificate. There are other ones that will say, okay, we do it. And there are other shipping companies that will say, okay, we do it, but if anything happen, you will take responsibility. You get? So you need to ask, please, guys. Do not assume every shipping company do this. Ask them, tell them. You can see their wine. So they have a lot of things. If we continue, we will not stop. So what else? They have a lot of things, guys. So if you want butter, they have butter. You see, they have butter. If you want peanuts, like peanuts butter, you see peanut butter, guys. These people have the best peanut butter ever. See the one I got the last time. Yes, this one. Oh god, Skippy. This peanut butter, Jesus. I used to even eat it without anything. I'll just carry it and be eating. That is how delicious this thing is, right? So they have peanut butters. And Skippy is a popular brand over there. So guys, let us stop here. Now you've seen how to source. Remember what I told you. Do not assume. Always ask your shipping company, number one. Number two, always make sure that you ask questions, expiring dates, right? Check for everything. Do your due diligence. Don't be in a hurry. Read every readable, translate every translatable, right? Anywhere you don't understand, you ask them questions. They have very healthy food. Yeah, the world is waking up to know that Asia have the most healthiest food in the world. Yeah. So that is all. Like I said, this is a business that you can actually start from the comfort of your home with small capital. Maybe one day we'll do pre-order for those for groceries and food items for those that want to start the business, so that we'll do collective shipping, right? But for now, this is how you source. In case you want to try ramen, in case you want to try their products, you can actually go ahead, order few cups, enjoy yourself, you know, enjoy yourself. And yeah, so guys, that is all on how to source for quality food items or groceries. So this is the same way you source for anything, groceries, food items from China, right? There is no big deal. So thank you for sticking. Thank you for watching. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask, and make sure you join the link. Use the link to join our importation group, oh, please. Because when we kick off now, you'll be saying Hadino. Join now as it dey hot. Thank you guys.